Namaste. Before I introduce myself and share some of my thoughts on the theme of our festival today, that is Prana, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Writers' Capital Foundation for their astounding humanitarian initiatives in bridging cultures and uniting nations. The mission of this foundation in fostering the concept of one world is a beautiful concept. It takes me to our Vedic scriptures where we have a similar concept of Vasudeva Kutumb, which means one big family. And this resonates with the values of our organization, the Vedic Sadhana Foundation, where we are aligning ourselves to revive the glory and beauty of Sanatan Dharma. So when this opportunity came about, we knew this was a good relationship to nurture. Because in essence, if you think about it, spreading love, compassion, and kindness, it is the need of the hour, if not the minute, especially given the current times where there is an easy way out by spreading hate. Saddens me to see how the world is going about this. Story for another day, but we're here this moment, and let's move directly to the topic of today, but I'll start with a very quick introduction about myself. Always a difficult one to put together, because I'm not an author or a scholar or a monk, just a very ordinary person who's trying to lead a meaningful and fulfilling life and walking the path to self-discovery. And on this journey, I am connecting with other seekers who are doing the same or wish to do the same in the future. So my name is Priyanka Anand. I am the CEO of Vedic Sadhana Foundation, the parent company which is behind the revolutionary Sadhana app. We are a not-for-profit organization, and we're on a mission to revive the Vedic glory of ancient India for anyone who is in the search of truth. And let me emphasize on the word, the truth, as a lot of people get hung up on this. Your truth, my truth. It's not the same, they would say. Yet there is a beautiful translation of one of our Vedic texts from Rig Veda, which is one of the oldest scriptures in the world. And it goes something like this: truth is one, the sages call it by many names. Now this sums it up for me. But what does that really mean, and how is it related to the theme of today? There is a concept from our Vedic scriptures that the founder of our organization, Om Swamiji, had once spoken about. And it really set the perspective for me in a big way. And being the unconventional monk that he is, there is always something meaningful and impactful in every interaction with him. So I am going to attempt to replay it here. The concept is of macrocosm and microcosm. Macrocosm refers to the larger universe, our solar system, the galaxies, while microcosm refers to the individual human beings. It is believed that the individual human being is a smaller reflection of the larger macrocosm, the larger universe. Now let me take you back to the schools. When we were growing up, and I'm sure each of us did get a little bit of science, as a subject that is taught in school, we were taught that our planet is made up of 70% of water. So is the human body. Now, when we leave our bodies, when we shed our bodies, we're cremated in my culture, my faith, buried in yours or others. We go back to where we come from, where we came from, Mother Nature. Now let's add another layer to this and take it beyond our planet. There are millions of galaxies out there. And if you think about it, there are millions of pores in our human body. Thousands of solar systems, hundreds and thousands of cells in the human body. There are many phases of the moon. And moon, being a celestial being, controls the tides of our ocean and of our mind. So this energy that is flowing from the universe to us is believed to be the source of all life and matter on our planet. Now that energy is understood in Sanatana Dharma or Hinduism, the modern name for today, as Prana Shakti. Prana being the energy, Shakti being the important aspect of energy. So the vital energy that is required to animate and sustain living things. Now that energy is the energy that is required for this planet to operate. And it is the same energy that stays behind even when we are no longer in our bodies. In Sanatana Dharma, the way to energize prana is through the practice of sadhana, of the awakened mantras. Now this is one of the practice, and it's quite a powerful one. Mantras have stood the test of time and are still in the ether, carrying the potency of the sadhana, which also means tapas, which is a practice that you would do over a period of time to evoke a mantra. And the sages and the seers of Sanatana Dharma had done that exactly, invoked the mantra eons ago. Now that energy is left behind, and it's that same energy that is also flowing in us. Now mantras carry a very powerful phonic energy. Now it also represents the same energy of the cosmos, and sadhana being the practice that it is done over that period of time to tap in to that energy. We call it mantra sadhana. In our Vedic scriptures, this practice awakens oneself to be established with that prana shakti of the universe. So what does that really mean? It means that once you're awakened, once you're aware, you are one with the mantra, you are one with the energy. We all already are. We have to wake up to that truth. Now when you're one with the mantra, this powerful awareness is the foundation of spiritual growth and enlightenment. It's a very uplifting and empowering feeling to be able to be connected with your source. It is difficult for the one who is established firmly in their skin to be deeply affected by adversity of life. Life, as we know, will have its own highs and lows. We have a bad day today, tomorrow may be a good one. However, the person who is very much established in their own skin knows that today is a bad day, tomorrow may be a good one. That's what sadhana can do for one person. And that is what I meant by the truth, the many paths leading to the same truth, going back to the source and being one with it. Unless our consciousness returns to its original nature, we will never be satisfied and further humanity. Think about it. We will very much be involved, rightly so, in the very whirlpool of our own emotions. And when that happens, it is very difficult to look beyond that. And I am not saying that this is a practice one can overcome overnight. It is a practice that is done over a period of time. But it is a very powerful practice because this, I'm not a health practitioner here to be prescribing this. But I know that if somebody is firmly situated in their skin, then it is difficult for a mental affliction to affect them, to impact them in a way that it would do them when they are not. And when you're one with the universe, it is very empowering to see the bigger picture. And in that bigger picture, things that may be a mountain today will be a speck of dust in that entire creation of the universe. So we've got to let this energy flow and become infectious so the positivity spreads to many. We have been endowed with a magnificent, incredibly creative brain by the gift of God and the prana shakti around us. So just as the Vedas prescribe it, we must tap in to that cosmos of energy. We must harness this for a better us and a happier, better world. So that's all I have today. Thank you again for this beautiful opportunity. I hope I am able to add value. I hope some of you or all of you found this talk valuable, and I really hope that I know meditation, yoga are very commonly known practices that are done across the world. Mantra sadhana isn't, and it is a very powerful practice. The one that knows it is able to tap into that magnitude of bliss, and practitioners and seekers of ancient India have done this. So via Sadhana app, we bring you those same practices which will enable you to transform yourself. So I hope everybody is looking after themselves and being kind to themselves, being kind to Mother Nature, and continue to spread the positivity around them. So thank you once again for this opportunity. Namaste.